Welcome, folks, to another exciting college football matchup. We've got an intriguing neutral setting for this battle here today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Golden Gophers will kick this away to start us off. On the kickoff, it is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And a sophomore making an impact play.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive. But again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The offense with some pre-snap motion. And they'll use the ground game here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Testing the right side here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. And the quarterback dropping back. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
He'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
2nd down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He breaks free. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
So 2 losses in a row puts them in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And he knocks that one right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. That's a deep kickoff hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launches downfield. He's got it for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT makes the score 7-3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looking to throw it on first down. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
He bought some time, now lets it go. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers, usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss.
Now, the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive, looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that drive.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. And they've got him, the defense, with a tackle for loss to wrap up the first quarter of play. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And that is no good. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Gets some space around the 30. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. The quarterback doing it with his legs. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Now the 40. Physical running, fights off the defender. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
They'll run it here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Going after, not right through. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Back in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
It's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back grabs it on a screen. He spins out of a tackle. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Boy, this is great execution here on their screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. He'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it go. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming in.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? A pop pass on the jet sweep. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He's got some room and some blockers here. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Minnesota. And the interception taken to the house. A big 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. An explosive play, moves the ball across midfield and slot it at the 38.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the running back takes the handoff. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Now the first snap in the red zone on this drive. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
They'll try the option play here. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Chris, how about the offensive coordinator here trusting his quarterback to be able to make a play on the design QB run? Knew he'd take care of the ball and get positive yards, and he did even more. Comes up with a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Minnesota offense takes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And now the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. The receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Now it's second down here. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Catch made on the right side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and short. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back. Caught for the completion. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Here's the second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Went backwards on first down, so second. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch is made down the middle. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
The sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Escapes the pocket. It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He hands it off from the gun. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 15. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball with a +40.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Single back, takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on third and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Gets made on the out route.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Golden Gophers will have 1st and 10 here. And here's the handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And he drops back in the gun. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And they pick up the first on the ground. The Golden Gophers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And the Golden Gophers trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. That puts them on top in the second half.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tulane offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. And the quarterback keeps it here. Gets the first and still running. QB breaking away. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tulane. Just ran away from the defense.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. No control. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback. Is definitely frustrating. What a great job by the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big game here, but take it in for 6 himself.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
You wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And the single back takes the handoff. The ball to the ground. And the defense jumps on the football.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Off the play fake on first down. He lets it go on the move. There's a wide-open receiver complete. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 now for the offense. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The Golden Gophers are in the red zone. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter and set something up downfield.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Minnesota. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. Now the try for the point after to make it a three-point game. And the kick is good. A three-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. Now they get set to kick it away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And the back gets the football. Gets into space at the 50. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
We'll give it to the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. And he stops short. Huge play with the defense on 4th down. they will take over protecting this lead.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Cut quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the back. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the Golden Gophers keep the football on the move. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Golden Gophers line up on 1st and 10 now. Press coverage now from the secondary. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Remember last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they, and he lofts it toward the left sideline. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. After the 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. And in the final minute now, quarterback will take a knee. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. And the Golden Gophers will have to kick this away. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kurt. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum